has been building for quite some time. AJ Styles, ever since April, has been trying to figure out who it was that attacked, gave him a concussion, and took him out of the COVID Classic, robbing him of a potential opportunity to become the world champion. A couple of weeks ago, during AJ Styles' match versus Aladdin, the Kool-Aid Man revealed himself as the culprit, going on a long rant about how AJ Styles' hometown of Gainesville, Georgia, was Flavor Aid country in the 90s, and that Kool-Aid suffered as a result. They had to shut down their factory there, lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. The Kool-Aid Man was unable to take his family on vacation, and the Kool-Aid Man had to assassinate the Purplesaurus Rex mascot, his favorite pet. The Kool-Aid Man swore he would one day get revenge on the city of Gainesville, and now Gainesville's favorite son, AJ Styles, does battle with the Kool-Aid Man here. As I go to get the Twitch chat open. Kool-Aid Man, looking rather freakish if I do say so myself. AJ has yet to win a match here in the MWF. He very easily blamed that concussion caused by the Kool-Aid Man as the reason that he has not been able to get his shit together. AJ looking to shatter the glass of the Kool-Aid Man. Kool-Aid Man quite the hoss. Apparently skipped leg day though. Daquan is right, that is a nightmare Kool-Aid Man. No doubt about that. Oh, AJ Styles with the backbreaker. Oh, hey, Paul. Good to see you. I wasn't sure if you're going to make it tonight due to your internet situation at home. I'm guessing you're probably on mobile. Either way, I appreciate the fact that you made it here tonight. Paul had some damage done to his internet connection and quite a bit of equipment due to a lightning strike near his home. Oh my god, the Kool-Aid Man with the brutal powerbomb. He just sits on the chest and face of AJ. Uncle Ruckus with the 1 count. Jesus Christ, $800. Wow. I saw the discussion in the Discord where people were giving you different options on possible replacements for your equipment, but I did not realize it was going to be quite that much. That is nearly as much as our rent here. AJ with a calf crusher on the Kool-Aid Man. I'm really sorry to hear about that, Paul. I didn't comment in the Discord because I wasn't sure what to say. I didn't have any helpful advice since I had very little technical knowledge, but that is terrible. Kool-Aid Man sitting on AJ's face again. Daquan, a big fan of the Kool-Aid Man. Kool-Aid Man appearing here in his cherry flavor, of course, the most delicious of the flavors since Purplesaurus Rex was discontinued. Kool-Aid Man does come in several different flavors that you could see in future matches. Oh my god. Kool-Aid Man with the Vader bomb. AJ, look at his face. He is in excruciating pain. Alright, Paul, if you do start a campaign, you can feel free to share the link in the chat. I mean, I'm guessing it's not going to be started tonight, but then if nothing else next week, share the link in here. Not sure how many people are going to join us tonight. Adrian appears to be AWOL, Super Nest Rocks. He did go back to work this week after being furloughed for quite some time, so he might still be busy. In case you missed the very opening of the show, Paul, my new co-host Chris, had a power outage at his apartment complex, so he's not going to be able to join us until possibly later tonight, or if nothing else, Sunday for the pay-per-view. We all miss Adrian. Oh, AJ missed a phenomenal forearm, though. I played Halo with him a few nights ago, but he didn't give a firm commitment about being here tonight, so we'll see. Oh. It's not Chris's fault his power went out. It was the whole apartment complex. And he's been in constant communication with me, so just got to see what happens. Maybe it was a sign from the universe, as Daquan alluded to, that Chris is supposed to make his big debut at the pay-per-view on Sunday. What's AJ going for here? The Kool-Aid Man. Halfway across the ring. Oh, AJ completely whiffs on that phenomenal forearm. Kool-Aid Man was just too far away from the ropes. But AJ with a super kick. Back up top. And a splash. I think he's in the ropes. And he is. My neighbor Keith just arriving home. Hopefully he tunes into this broadcast. Keith and his son are big fans of Joe Exotic and a real-life fucking Tiger, the team that recently split up. I guess now is as good a time as any to update everyone on a match for the pay-per-view this Sunday. Following a real live Tiger mauling Joe Exotic and revealing himself to be in the employ of Carol Baskin, Joe Exotic from his hospital bed has gone on a rampage demanding a matchup. Oh, sorry. Cover here. 2.9. AJ almost got his revenge. Joe Exotic wants to get his hands on that bitch Carol Baskin. He also wants to fight his former partner, a real live Tiger. Really, he's willing to fight anybody, but especially those two. AJ with the calf crusher here. Kool-Aid Man refusing to submit. Now, Carol Baskin made her debut at Mat Mania back in April, but she has not yet competed in a match. Oh, Kool-Aid Man to the cover here. It's action frantic here. Only a 2 count. Anyway, long story short, the only way that Carol Baskin and the Tiger agreed to fight Joe Exotic is in a 2-on-1 handicap match. So this Sunday at the MWF Liberty or Death pay-per-view, the debuting Carol Baskin teams with a real-life fucking Tiger to go 2-on-1 with Joe Exotic. Kool-Aid Man with a big splash. The Kool-Aid burst in the cover. Seems like everyone's cheering for the Kool-Aid Man. Daquan saying Uncle Ruckus sees Kool-Aid Black Roots. That's not cherry flavor, that's red, by God. AJ with the roll-up. AJ dragging the Kool-Aid Man out, away from the ropes. Lifting it up. The Ushi-Garoshi, as Mauro Ranallo would say. East-X saying, bring the sugar, Kool-Aid Man. You gotta have plenty of sugar in your Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid Man with the airplane spinning. AJ's got, I don't know, Kool-Aid Man appears to be more disoriented than AJ, but not so much that he cannot hit that belly-to-belly suplex. All saying stain that punk. Kool-Aid, very famous for staining everything it touches. Oh, Kool-Aid with the huge hip attack as we reach the 18-minute mark of this grudge match here. Chris is going to be disappointed that he had to miss this. Of course, he can always watch it on demand at twitch.tv/MattWrestling or our YouTube page, which doesn't have a custom link yet. For those of you who follow our social media pages, this won't affect you. But for anyone who's looking to become a new follower, our Facebook page is still facebook.com/MattWrestling. But on Twitter and Instagram, we are now at MattWrestling followed by an underscore. It used to be Watch MWF, but now it's just MattWrestling with an underscore after the G. Trying to get things more cohesive as AJ rolls up the Kool-Aid Man. This is it. Yes! AJ Styles. AJ Styles has done it. AJ has earned his first win here by defeating the man who cost him a potential opportunity at the World Championship, that dastardly Kool-Aid Man. Kool-Aid Man in his first match has fallen to the man he swore to defeat, AJ Styles. That's gotta feel good for AJ. Gotta feel just as good as drinking a nice sugary glass of Kool-Aid after coming inside into an air-conditioned home on a hot summer day. By God, what a match. Daquan saying that Uncle Ruckus screwed the Kool-Aid Man. It seemed like a fair count to me, but cannot argue that Uncle Ruckus has certain biases that I do not agree with. I don't agree with his views, but this is America, and unfortunately he is entitled to them. Speaking of America, in an unintentional segue, our next match features Captain America going head-to-head with the Megazord. Captain America was victorious over Mike Pence last week. Let's battle with the Megazord tonight, this Sunday, at the pay-per-view. Captain America goes one-on-one with Donald Trump, while the Megazord faces off with Barack Obama. Obama looking to get revenge after the Megazord attacked him at the Mayhem pay-per-view and nearly cost him his match against Donald Trump. The Megazord representing the MAGA powers. Those sons of bitches. No, I don't want to go to the WWF page. There we go. The Megazord turning his back on all that is good and right in the world to align himself with Donald Trump and Mike Pence and form the MAGA powers. You know what? The referee for this match is going to be the floating piece of shit because he needs some work. He's got a family to feed, by God. Welcome Aaron, aka Atron9K, to the chat. OJ is not here yet. We got plans for OJ, but he has not made his debut yet. A little hint of what's to come. Daquan saying Cat's gonna beat Megazord and then spank Peggy when he gets home. By God. That is the American dream. Hopefully Paul has learned not to cheer for the Megazord this time around. I know Paul hates Trump, but last time Megazord was in action, Paul was going nuts for him.
Fight!
You gotta believe that Atron is watching this show completely shirtless. Every time he posts a picture or video on Facebook, the man is not wearing a shirt, whether he's in his home or in a car, maybe at the Chick-fil-A drive-thru. That man loves to have his nipples exposed. Speaking of nipples exposed, Paul, when are you gonna man up and stream with your titties out? Paul, of course, streaming Saturday Game School every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central at EastX Switch. Stream for this Saturday is not guaranteed due to Paul's, let's just say, technical problems to cover it all. Plus, I'm not even sure if he has plans for the 4th of July. Oh my god, Aaron's shirt is off. The ladies love it. And some of the men too, probably.
Give up?
You know, Trenton's gotta love that. Almost as much as he loves Jesus. Almost. Captain America looking to continue his momentum going into his match with Donald Trump. Magazord looking for a win to do the same, headed into his contest with Barack Obama this Sunday, at the MWF Liberty or Death pay-per-view. Of course, if the Magazord could soften up Captain America, Trump would be extremely pleased. The poo goes down to make the count not even a 1, though. Aaron says gay men be wild in his messenger. This old guy with a Wilford Brimley mustache was offering, I don't know how much, I think it was initially $5,000 and then down to like $500 for Aaron to be Aaron's sugar daddy. I'm not sure if Aaron accepted the offer, but odds are he did. Peggy and Sharon flashing Catherine Kurt. Oh no. All sorts of incestuous vibes from that. Can't say I'm fully in favor. I mean, they're both attractive, but it's just not right. Oh my god. The Magazord has just used Captain America's own finisher against him. The Muscle Buster, the giant poo makes the count. 2 only. A 2 count from the number 2 referee. Aaron saying he bets he can make that poo ref with corny. I didn't make this one, I just downloaded it, so I'm sure you could do a better job. Aaron's great at creating Fire Pro characters. Unfortunately, he doesn't really upload them, so otherwise I would say check out his page, see what he has available. I'm pretty sure there's only 1 character on there. That's the one I asked him to make for me. Daquan saying a literal piece of shit is the man. Oh my god, Magazord with the twist of fate. Of course, Magazord infamous for not going for covers as often as he should. That's cost him some victories in the past. Oh, Captain America nearly ran himself into the turnbuckle there. Magazord, pump handle slam. Again, not going for the cover. Guess he needs to catch his breath. Captain America with the huge monkey flip on the enormous Magazord. Captain America fully in control at this time, dragging the Magazord away from the ropes. What's he doing here? A huge spear. Magazord posing like an asshole after tossing Captain America outside the ring. Of course, there are no countouts or disqualifications here in the MWF. These two can do whatever they like outside the ring. My god, Brandy Katz. Brandy Katz is here with no pants. That woman loathes wearing clothing on the lower half of her body, and Paul loves it. As the Magazord again poses like an asshole. Oh, that's rough. Daquan saying the Cap is whooping Magazord like his name is Tony Stark. Well, the Magazord, after aligning himself with Trump, You gotta believe he's far too selfish to ever sacrifice himself for the good of mankind. Oh, and Captain America hits a muscle buster of his own. That could be it. But he declines to go for the cover. Wants to inflict more punishment on the Megazord here. Oh no, Captain America missed an attempt at a Superman punch. Got caught with that kick. Laying in strikes now. Captain America knocked out Hitler. He can sure as hell knock out the Megazord and the Sling Blade. Megazord to the big vertical suplex. What's Megazord doing here? He's got Captain America up on the top turnbuckle. Oh, Cap reverses it. A huge Canadian destroyer. Cap signaling for a big move in the corner. Oh, and that giant spear. That's it. You gotta believe it's over. 2.9. The Megazord somehow survives with evil in his heart and ice running through his veins, by God. Quick series of strikes from the Megazord, hoping to make a comeback here, but Captain America not having it. Cap looking to put him away. Another muscle buster. That's Cap's finisher. The Megazord rolling outside the ring on impact. That's truly unfortunate for Captain America. If he had been able to keep the Megazord in the ring, that would have been it. Daquan shouting expletives. Megazord with the pump handle slam. Back in the ring now. Megazord knocks himself out in the turnbuckle. Megazord has taken a ton of damage in this contest. And again, Megazord just completely disoriented. Megazord hasn't gone for a cover in a long time. Oh, muscle buster for the third time. If Captain America can get up and make this cup, no, he's dazed. Oh, a TKO from Captain America. This has to be it. This has to be it. Captain America has done it again.
Nice teamwork.
As he salutes everyone in the audience and everyone around this wonderful country. Captain America has defeated the Megazord. Going into the match with Donald Trump this Sunday, Captain America has a huge amount of momentum. What a match. Captain America representing our country with honor and dignity. Next up, we have a women's matchup. Rose Nyland taking on Poison Ivy in a rematch after Poison Ivy handed Rose her first ever singles loss. As always, for the women's matches, Burt Reynolds will be the referee for this contest. And the men use leg once again. I guess now would be a good time to announce that at the pay-per-view MWF Liberty or Death this Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy will be teaming up to battle Rose Nyland and Blanche Devereaux. Those two tandems have been duking it out in a variety of singles matches over the last few weeks, but now they team up in one final battle this Sunday night to truly settle the score. Daquan telling Captain America to go spank Peggy's ass now. He's earned it. You're damn right he has. Rose Nyland representing the Golden Girls here. Rose in the full pantsuit, despite the fact that it is incredibly hot outside, and she is 90-something years old. Rose doesn't give a fuck. She ran out of fucks years ago. Daquan once again professing his hatred for Harley Quinn. Rose has managed to defeat Harley twice, once when Harley was women's champion. Harley, however, able to defeat Blanche Devereaux last week. Poison Ivy able to defeat Rose 3 weeks ago. Rose looking to get her revenge here going into the tag team match at the pay-per-view. Atron making a good point that Rose is probably wearing those long sleeves to cover her liver spots. You gotta wonder how Burt Reynolds is able to contain himself refereeing a match with these two women. These two true beauties. Easy for me to say. Oh, Rose with a shot right to the pussy early on. Rose looking like Flair when he wrestled in the suit in WCW as Atron. Excellent callback. Wearing that pearl necklace instead of a gold chain. I wonder how much that suit cost Rose. I wonder if it was $5,000 suit, $2,000 shoes. They definitely have similar hair though, you gotta admit. Oh, Rose howling like a wolf, delivering that butterfly suplex. Poison Ivy right back with the neck breaker. Poison Ivy snaps off a Hurricane Rana. Rose kicking her right in the face though. Slugging it out here. Daquan SEC warning. Matt said pearl necklace. Oh, that is the Flair hair part, okay. I have said so many worse things than pearl necklace on these broadcasts. Not to mention stuff that Logan said about his sick sexual fantasies in past shows. Before we ever streamed our first show, I clicked the thing in the settings that said mature content. I was not going to take any chances. Oh, Poison Ivy blocked the first few strikes, but unable to sustain that. And oh, Rose with another stomp right to Ivy's nether regions, let's say. Poison Ivy with the whirly bird. Oh my god, is that it? Only a 1 count. Rose proving again to be incredibly resilient. Hey, Mo Fire Pro, thank you so much for tuning in and for the compliment. This is a custom ring for Thursday Night Mattitude. We do custom rings for our pay-per-view shows too. Got the next one, MWF Liberty or Death, coming up this Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. If you want to check that out. If you like what you see, feel free to give us a follow. Glad to have you here. I'm supposed to have a co-host with me tonight, but his power went out, so I'm calling the action solo for right now. Okay, thanks. I don't get notifications since I'm on the PlayStation 4, so I appreciate you following me and letting me know that. Yeah, we stream here every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, and then the last Sunday of every month we do our pay-per-view type shows. Oh, cool. I'll give you a follow back after the show's over and check out some of your stuff, man. No problem. I'm pretty sure I saw you streaming, if not earlier today, and then sometime within the last couple days. I tend to check out the Fire Pro category and see who's on there. Just started out a little less than 3 months ago, so still trying to find ways to improve the show. No better way than to watch other people's shows and learn from those who are more experienced. Oh, okay, yeah. I knew your name looked familiar. Oh, 2.9 there. I think you had in the title of your stream, it said fresh over from Mixer or something like that in your, maybe yesterday? Yeah, I checked out a little bit of your show. Yeah, I never used Mixer, but I heard about what happened, and that's really shitty for everybody who's streamed on that platform, man. Poison Ivy, I think, is gonna get the 3 count here. Burt Reynolds 2.9. Yeah, that's just horrible, man. I would hate to lose everything and have to start from scratch in terms of building new follower base and just everything involved with that. A Destino from Poison Ivy. I love seeing leagues and tournaments, so definitely looking forward to checking that out. Oh, Rose just knocked herself out in the turnbuckle. I'm sure you'll have a lot of success here on Twitch. I mean, I'm guessing that most of your follower base will carry over here anyway, and then even though the Fire Pro community is kind of small on Twitch, since it's a niche game, the fans seem to be pretty dedicated. Atron pointing out logic errors. I didn't make these characters, but I'm not exactly as adept at creation as you are. But yeah, no, I love the Fire Pro community too, and I'm in a Fire Pro Wrestling World group on Facebook. It's a mix of PS4 and Steam players who are all incredibly supportive and create a lot of amazing content, some of which I use on the streams here. Yeah, that is a good point. You got Fire Pro in your name, you gotta love the game. I've been playing ever since the Dreamcast version, Fire Pro D. How long you been at it, playing the series? The Critical Club? I'll have to check that out. If you want to share a link in the chat, feel free to do so. Oh my god, Rose just breaking the light tube over Poison Ivy's abdomen. Poison Ivy looking to catch a breather outside the ring. She doesn't want any more of that hardcore action from Rose. Well, this is your first game in the series. This is a great one to get in on. I'd say it's the best out of all of them. Especially with the Parts Craft and now Movecraft coming out. Thank you for sharing the link, Mo. I'll check that out again after the show's over. I just want to have the stream open so I can follow the chat. Poison Ivy with a submission hold. Oh, Rose tapped out. Poison Ivy once again has defeated Rose Nyland. Rose is going to have to wait till Sunday for a chance at revenge as she teams with Blanche Devereaux to take on Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy in a tag team match. Daquan saying the dirt sheets predict MJF versus Matt Young. I don't like my chances in that match. MJF cheats. Plus he's a trained professional wrestler, and I have spent a grand total of like 2 weeks in the ring. And that was when I was in my early 20s. Alright. Next up, tag team action is Donald Duck and Winnie the Pooh from the Disney Dynasty take on Cheech and Chong. Cheech and Chong have been talking about the Dank Order and how they want people to join up with them. The third member of the Dank Order is supposed to debut this Sunday. Trying to talk and go through menus at the same time. against the Disney Dynasty, and it has been learned that that third member is none other than Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam joining Cheech and Chong in the Dank Odor to do battle with the Disney Dynasty of Donald Duck, Winnie the Pooh, and the debuting Goofy. But tonight, Cheech and Chong take on Winnie the Pooh and Donald Duck. Ever since I downloaded PartsCraft, the menus have been lagging severely, so that's the problem I'm having here. Keep skipping over where I want to go. Donald Duck, of course, returning from his recent plastic surgery, looking much less freaky with that PartsCraft head. Brian Zane from Wrestling with Regret, our referee. If you start uploading them, Aaron, I'll start using them. Krang's just a referee that I downloaded before I ever started streaming, and then once I decided to use Krang as a wrestler, encoder. That's what they're called. Obvious play on a certain AEW faction. Oh my god, Jasmine has joined the MWF. But where? Again, I don't get notifications for follows here on the PS4, so if that's what you're referring to, unfortunately, I'm not able to see it at the moment. Winnie the Pooh and Cheech going at it here early on. It's like Mo Fire Bro has gone live on his own channel. Giving him a follow right now. Cheech and Chong with the double team action there. So open the chat back up. It's really hard trying to manage all this solo. Hopefully Chris can be with us on a regular basis from here on out. Oh, Winnie the Pooh with the Bronco Buster. Those big salty bear nuts in Tommy Chong's face. You know it's gonna linger in his beard too. Donald has not lost his hat. You can say the same for Cheech Marin. Chong still wrestling with his glasses on. Very impressive here all around. Pooh should have the fork. I'm not sure if he has the fork as an attack or not. I know he has that claw type gimmick as a finisher. Winnie the Pooh cheats like a motherfucker. I can say that that's true of all the Disney characters. Haven't seen Goofy in action yet. He's debuting this Sunday. But Aladdin, Donald Duck, and Winnie the Pooh, they all just constantly cheat their way to victory. I mean, it works for them. They completely laid waste to Jon Moxley. Took out the Shield. Forced Moxley to concede defeat in his war on Disney. Daquan just loves anything that has to do with Pooh, whether it's Winnie or it's the Pooh ref, the floating piece of Pooh. Oh, and see, as I said, Winnie the Pooh with an eye gouge there, just cheating at every opportunity. Boston Crab here from Tommy Chong. Winnie the Pooh doesn't like to share his honey, I don't think. I'm pretty sure he keeps that all to himself. Oh, hey, Jasmine. Well, I appreciate that. If Cassandra loves Goofy, I'm not so sure she would love that fight. There's the potential for Goofy to bleed, and I do tend to cuss a lot on commentary, so that's something you should be aware of, just as a disclaimer. Might want to watch it on mute if nothing else. Tommy Chong locking in the figure four, but Donald breaks it up. As I mentioned a moment ago, the Disney characters tend to cheat a lot in this. They use weapons, they hit people in the groin area. Aaron, Winnie the Pooh does use the bear hug. It is one of his trademarks. 2.9. Cheech almost pinned Winnie the Pooh. Donald very slow to get in there and attempt to break it up. Oh, Winnie the Pooh just biting the face of Cheech. Now looking to tag out to Donald. Alright, point taken. I mean, if you're okay with her hearing that, then great. Hopefully she enjoys it. Donald Duck locking on a submission. Jasmine, if you wouldn't mind following us, assuming you haven't already, since again I don't get those notifications on here, I would really appreciate that. We are closing in on 50 followers, or at 45 now, I believe. Once we get to 50, we should meet all the criteria to qualify for affiliate on Twitch. So that would really help out. Once we hit affiliate, then people can actually subscribe, and a bunch of other features are unlocked. Oh, low drop kick from Donald to Tommy Chong, but seemed to take more out of Donald than Chong. But Chong now getting bitten right in the face. Winnie the Pooh eating faces like Sean Cannon eats asses. Gotta give a shout out to Sean, even though I know he's not watching. It is his birthday today, and that man loves eating ass. Sean down and bloodied from that mauling from Winnie the Pooh. But now up to the top. Oh, missing with that elbow drop, but Donald quickly up to the top turnbuckle with the duck splash. And a neck breaker from Donald Duck. Tommy Chong tagging out to Cheech, and they dumps Donald out of the ring with a big vertical suplex. Cheech and Chong heading out for the double team. Oh, Pooh's got the barbed wire bat. Tommy Chong wisely hits him with that super kick. Cheech with the power slam to Donald Duck. Pandemonium is broken out here in front of the announce desk. Pooh whips Chong back in the ring, but grabs another barbed wire bat as if one wasn't enough. Once again, soft. Oh, but he got the claw. He's spasming wildly as he hits Cheech with the claw. If they were still in the ring, that could have been the conclusion of this match. Or maybe not, because Cheech isn't the legal man. Cheech eating a huge double power bomb outside the ring. Oh God, Aaron, you think Donald looks terrifying now? This is his first appearance after plastic surgery, aka getting a parts craft face. Before, he looked like some sort of mutant cyborg duck type thing. You did not, trust me, you would not want to have seen what he looked like before. Although if you want to, you can always check our archives here on twitch.tv/MattWrestling or on YouTube. Every show is available on demand. This is our 14th show. Daquan wanting to see the steel chair used. Cheech with a big lariat to Donald. Donald tagging out to Winnie the Pooh. Oh, Pooh entering that frenzy of his. And he's got the chair again. Trying to trick the referee, but there are no disqualifications. Bear hugging the ropes. This act again. Good there. You can't suplex Pooh, by God. Winnie the Pooh suplexing Tommy Chong outside the ring. Again going for that barbed wire bat. Still hasn't had any luck trying to use that. Oh. Third barbed wire bat. Will he get to hit someone with it this time? Donald just laying in these chops with Cheech. Will they ever stop? Oh my God, a giant flipping maneuver. I don't even know what to call that. Who would be, oh, just drills Tommy Chong across the forehead with a fourth barbed wire bat he's pulled out from under the ring. Jesus Christ. Again, striking Chong with it, tagging in Donald now. Tommy Chong smartly tagging out. Double power bomb to Donald Duck. Oh, what's this? Oh, a tilt-a-whirl Hurricane Rana from Donald. Submission applied, but they're in the ropes. Whoever wins this contest will carry over some huge momentum into that six-man tag team match where Cheech and Chong join with Rob Van Dam to form the Dank Odor against the Disney dynasty of Donald Duck, Winnie the Pooh, and the debuting Goofy. Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central here on twitch.tv/MattWrestling. And oh, it's over. Donald Duck applying the crippler crossface. Cheech taps out. He had no choice. The Disney dynasty, after cheating just every chance they've gotten, once again victorious here. Daquan says they're fighting over the best weed. Donald does look like he's on some serious shit. That could be true. You know Cheech and Chong have that good stuff. Now, as mentioned earlier, at the Liberty or Death pay-per-view this Sunday, we have a six-pack challenge, one fall to a finish. CM Punk taking on New Jack, The Rock, Aladdin, Hulk Hogan, and Bill Cosby. Whoever scores the pinfall or submission in that contest becomes the new #1 contender to the World Championship. These next three matches here tonight feature those six competitors in three separate singles matches. The very first one, CM Punk and New Jack. Now, CM Punk got a shot at the World Championship at Mayhem, our last pay-per-view, and he earned that in a triple threat match against New Jack and Superman. CM Punk pinning New Jack in that contest. So New Jack looking for a measure of revenge here. CM Punk, after a couple of losses, got back on the winning track last week, ending the undefeated streak of Aladdin, another competitor in that six-pack challenge coming up on Sunday. Party Boy, the referee here for this contest. Party Boy from Jackass. Daquan cheering for CM Punk, no surprise there. best in the world. He had a chance to prove it, but fell short against the world champion Captain Planet. If he can win on Sunday, he will get another shot against whomever emerges victorious in the World Championship match between Captain Planet and Superman. Daquan saying New Jack doesn't want the best in the world smoke. No, but he probably wants any other smoke he can get his hands on, whether it be weed or crack or whatever else is smokable. New Jack seems to love murder and drugs, and not necessarily in that order.
Fight!
Hardy Boy calls for the bell, and here we go. CM Punk representing Chicago on his tights. Jasmine cheering for New Jack. Oh no. Turmoil in the Kane household. We're up to 46 followers, so even though I didn't get a notification, I'm guessing that was Jasmine that followed us, so thank you very much for that. Punk with the early cover, but not even a 1 count. Oh, I thought New Jack was going to break out that fork of his. I just like to imagine that Daquan and Jasmine are just sitting in their living room together, perhaps on the couch, and Daquan shouting CM Punk at her, Jasmine shouting New Jack. Hashtag Chicago made. That's right. Punk from, I was going to say the great state of Illinois, but it's not that great. I grew up in Springfield, and it kind of sucks. But from what I hear, Chicago's better. I grew up 3.5 hours away from Chicago, down in the central part of the state. Oh, Punk suplex to the outside of the ring. New Jack flips him off and says, "Eat shit." New Jack working the leg. You don't see a lot of technical wrestling from him, so I'm wondering what the purpose of that is. It's doubtful he's going to be applying any sort of submission holds. I'm not so sure New Jack has a strategy except to inflict pain. Oh, New Jack raking the eyes there. CM Punk reverses an Irish whip. Leapfrog. Oh, the float over DDT. He used that maneuver to pin Captain Planet, our world champion, in a tag team match. Still the only man to score a victory over Captain Planet. Captain Planet undefeated in singles. That tag match is only lost. Punk whipping on the elbow. New Jack again, back to the leg. Jasmine, you know that Daquan is never going to stop cheering for Punk. Daquan warning Punk to watch out for that shank. Another huge DDT from CM Punk to New Jack. Oh, and a backdrop suplex. New Jack whipping Punk outside the ring. Is he gonna... Oh, I thought New Jack was about to dive onto Punk, but no, he just flips him off and tells him to eat shit again. New Jack with the chair. Punk forcing him to drop it, but eating numerous punches. Oh my god, New Jack with a huge chair shot to Punk. But Punk, immediately back, go to sleep. How did he pull that off? A cover. 2. 2.9, New Jack. New Jack kicks out of the go to sleep. You gotta think that after taking that huge chair shot, then maybe Punk wasn't able to get as much of that cover as he would have liked. New Jack with the big headbutt. That's how he completely knocked out Bill Cosby a couple weeks ago. Another go to sleep from Punk. 2.9 again. New Jack kicks out. Daquan saying the literal piece of shit. The referee does not appreciate New Jack telling Punk to eat him. You gotta believe that's true. Of course, maybe he's into that sort of thing. The diving headbutt from New Jack once again. Is he going for it for a third time? Yes, and he connects directly to the nipple, the left nipple, the surgically repaired left nipple of CM Punk. Punk with a kick right to the head of New Jack. Is he going for that GTS again? Oh! New Jack with a low blow and just shrugs like, what are you going to do? There's no disqualifications. A splash there that time, and Punk somehow up slightly before New Jack. A second kick to the head from Punk. New Jack suplexing Punk outside the ring. Is New Jack going to head... Oh my God, a flying cross body. And of course he goes right for the weapons, as I suspected. Saying it's over. He's got the kendo stick. Punk able to get him to drop it. Punk with the belly-to-belly on the outside. Punk used that belly-to-belly to defeat Superman in the COVID Classic. Still the only man to pin the #1 contender Superman in singles action. Jasmine saying the graphics are great. Thank you for that. That's the first time I've honestly heard that about this game. Usually one of the main criticisms people say is that the graphics look like they're from Super Nintendo or something. But I like Super Nintendo graphics. And with the parts craft update, people were able to put in CM Punk's actual face and tattoos and all that, so I think it looks pretty cool. But I digress. Thank you for the compliments. I have nothing to do with any of these graphics except for creating the logo on the ring mat. I'm glad you enjoyed them. Exactly, that is part of the appeal. Oh, CM Punk with the running knee in the corner. New Jack going up top again. Punk in danger. And New Jack knocked out Bill Cosby with these splashes and headbutts. Now delivering the headbutts directly to the jaw of CM Punk. At our last pay-per-view, MWF Mayhem, CM Punk was not completely unconscious by Captain Planet. So you gotta wonder if the effects of that concussion are still lingering. It did kind of set Punk back for a couple weeks before he got back on the winning track last week, beating the previously undefeated Aladdin. Belly to belly, oh, the light tube didn't shatter on that though. The Punk set up for another GTS. Nope, belly to belly again. New Jack raking the eyes, desperately trying to regain the advantage here. Up top again. Oh. Back to the light tube. Oh no, this isn't looking good for Punk. Flying clothesline from New Jack. Missing a big swing. Oh, he's got the fork. He's got the fork. CM Punk is busted wide open. Daquan going crazy for CM Punk. Punk's fired up, you gotta believe. Hearing these cheers. Huge roundhouse kick. Oh, New Jack with a kick right to the gut. He's going up top again. He's just determined to finish this match. Oh, New Jack into the corner. Is Punk going for a vertical suplex here? Oh, superplex off the second rope. Anaconda Vice. Will New Jack tap? He does. CM Punk. CM Punk has done it. Daquan has willed CM Punk on to victory. New Jack has tapped out to the Anaconda Vice. Huge victory for Punk there. 18 minutes and 24 seconds with the Anaconda Vice. Our next matchup, two of the other competitors in the six-pack challenge, #1 contenders match. The Rock in the tag team main event last week goes head-to-head with Aladdin, the previously undefeated Aladdin, who CM Punk managed to pin last week and end his streak. Aladdin, a member of the Disney dynasty, a cheating bastard who used his brass knuckles to win almost all his matches. He might be skinny, but he's wily, by God. See, referee. The newest member of our refereeing staff, Mr. T, getting some work here. As Aladdin goes head-to-head with The Rock. Jasmine pointing out Punk was dragged the entire match. But yes, as Daquan says, the 3 count or the submission is all that matters. And Punk got New Jack to tap out there. Mr. T wearing approximately 74 chains to referee this matchup. Daquan saying his Jasmine is better than Aladdin's, and I've got to agree. She's a lovely young lady. The People's Champ, The Rock, asking the crowd if they can smell what he's cooking. Mr. T apparently with double eyebrow piercings. Aladdin looking to recover from suffering his first loss last week. The Rock, of course, last week was pinned by Superman. The Rock teamed up with the world champion. I'm sorry, Superman teamed up with the world champion Captain Planet against The Rock and Hulk Hogan. Superman made the pinfall over The Rock in that match. Superman, our #1 contender right now. These two men, along with 4 others in the six-pack challenge, looking to become the next #1 contender to face off against whomever emerges victorious in this Sunday's main event. Daquan and Jasmine in agreement this time, both cheering for The Rock. Aladdin has been one of our surprising up-and-coming stars here. Originally debuting, help out Winnie the Pooh in the Disney dynasty in their war against John Moxley. Nobody expected Aladdin to emerge as a possible contender to the World Championship, but he has defied all expectations. Even after that loss to CM Punk, still one of the best records here in singles competition in the MWF. There's no shame in losing to CM Punk. Daquan saying Trump called ice on Aladdin. Fortunately for all of us, Donald Trump is no longer the president here in the universe of the MWF. Barack Obama defeated Donald Trump and Matt Mania to take the presidency and then successfully defended it despite the interference of the Megazord, who then renamed himself the Magazord. At Mayhem, Obama able to defeat Trump both times. So Barack Obama is the president. Donald Trump, though, the leader of the MAGA powers, along with Mike Pence and the Magazord. Obama in action this Sunday against the Magazord. Donald Trump going one-on-one with Captain America as well at the Liberty or Death pay-per-view. Aladdin just raining down punches on The Rock. Oh, The Rock's got Aladdin in the corner throwing those trademark punches. Another cover here, Mr. T. Nice steady cadence to Mr. T's count. The Rock with a sharpshooter, looking better than it ever has in real life when he's applied it. Aladdin with the hip toss and again with the strikes. Jackson Jordan, good to have you here, my friend. In terms of affiliate, we only need four more followers, I believe, and we should qualify after that. Just have to reach the 50 follower mark. Our average viewership is, I think, double what the minimum requirement is. We've got plenty of hours and streamed on 7 different days. Oh, what's Jackson Jordan having in store here? As we know, he's got a huge following on Twitch. Could he be bringing some of them in here? Anybody wants to check out some WWE 2K action with custom characters and amazing commentary, give Jackson Jordan a follow. Rock with the cover. Jackson's got a pay-per-view coming up, TCW, on Saturday. Oh, the rock bottom. Rock bottom on Aladdin. Daquan saying the dirt sheets predict The Rock versus Dr. Manhattan. The Rock, the people's elbow. Yes, but Aladdin no-sells it. No, Aladdin with the rock bottom of his own. What an insult to The Rock. Aladdin, what's he going for here? Is it that big? Nope. Crossbody. Thought he was going for the elbow drop there. A second rock bottom from Aladdin to The Rock, looking to make a statement here. Standing moonsault. Mr. T makes the count. 2. 2.9. Aladdin almost beat the Great One. Oh, that shin kick. Shades of Orange Cassidy. Welcome, El Pinguito, Segura, Brave 710. Everyone from TCW, is amazing to have you here. Thank you, Jackson Jordan. A third rock bottom from Aladdin on The Rock. Thank you for following, guys. On PS4 here, I don't seem to get notifications for follows. So Aladdin and The Rock continue to brawl here outside the ring. And yes, we have officially reached 50 followers thanks to Jackson Jordan and everyone who's joined from TCW. Thank you so much, guys. That is, wow. I really don't know what to say. That's incredible. I appreciate that so much. Just approaching the 3-month mark since we started streaming. And now, thanks to you guys, we finally hit that 50 follower mark. Oh, the rock bottom on Aladdin outside the ring. I really cannot thank you enough, though, guys. If you do want to continue to tune in, we stream every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. But even if you don't, the fact that you took the time to come in here and to follow just means the world to me. So thank you so much. And thank you, Jasmine, for the congratulations. Oh, Superman punch from Aladdin. Aladdin just laying out the rock with strikes. And a double stomp. Oh, but he's wasting time posing here. Going back up top for that. Oh, that big splash, but he's in the ropes. Mr. T calling for the break. Looks like my co-host Chris is still without power. He's missing one hell of a show here. Oh, Rock just plants Aladdin with the huge DDT, but Aladdin with the roll-up. Oh, Aladdin's defeated the Rock. Aladdin back on the winning track here in the MWF. Huge momentum for Aladdin going into the Liberty or Death pay-per-view this Sunday. GG, says Jackson Jordan. Wonder once I officially become an affiliate if I can make sweet custom emojis like what Jackson Jordan has. Brandy sings Street Rat Power. Daquan, Aladdin is a monster. I have to agree. He's, I believe, 5-1 now, with that only loss coming to CM Punk. And in the third match and final match of the series featuring competitors from the Six-Pack Challenge, Hulk Hogan goes head-to-head with Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby has had great success here in the MWF with that pudding pop drop. Hogan, of course, has had success all over the world, at least in the wrestling ring, not so much in life outside. But we won't get into that. And the cursor's jumping all over the place from the lag caused by the parts craft pieces. Let's see, Uncle Ruckus referees another match tonight. The pudding pop drop is his version of the rock bottom. This is our semi-main event of the evening. Of course, coming up after this, our huge 4-on-4 main event. Champions versus their pay-per-view challengers. The World Champion Captain Planet, Women's Champion Captain Marvel, Tag Team Champions Ronald McDonald and the Hamburglar against Superman, Wonder Woman, Will Smith, and Carlton Banks. Jasmine, you are still better at picking winners than I am. Even though I book these matches, I have no clue who's going to win a large portion of the time. Who are you picking this time, Jasmine? Daquan seems to be largely in favor of Bill Cosby. Test of strength, and Cosby somehow getting the better of Hogan here. Brandy saying the live Tiger sounds good. He's not in this match, but coming up on Sunday, a real live Tiger who revealed himself to be working with Carol Baskin teams up with Carol Baskin in a 2-on-1 handicap match against Tiger's former partner Joe Exotic. Jackson, I have no idea. I don't know what is required in terms of creating those emotes or really anything about it. So I guess once I'm given the option to create that, then it's something I'm going to have to try to figure out. I'm guessing there probably should be a real live Tiger emote since people seem to be a fan of that guy. Know a guy who does killer work? Feel free to get him in touch with me or vice versa. I admittedly don't really have any sort of graphic design capabilities. Pretty much creating the logos for these shows is about the extent of what I can do, and that's with pre-made parts. I really wish that Twitch didn't censor so much in the chat. At least on the mobile version. Jasmine saying the pudding pop drop sounds, and it's just a bunch of asterisks. I notice you've got, well, for lack of a better term, a fuck ton of emotes on your channel. Like dozens, if not over 100. I don't know how many necessarily are custom, but I know the ones that pop up regularly on your stream seem to be custom emotes. Oh, Cosby with the huge German suplex there. Cosby looking dominant here early on. Oh, bad. Why did they censor that? Ass isn't a bad word. My God. Hey, Ruckus has to get an equal amount of work here. We can't overwork our other referees. Oh, so those are all your custom ones, Jackson? I know I've seen most of those on the streams. Maybe not the last few. But especially the TC Dub, GG, let's go, the Pig, Woo, by God, and the one that I believe is your face. Oh, Cosby misses the big splash. I gotta admit the by God is kind of my favorite because I just say that a lot in real life. Hogan taking a breather here. Cosby is briefly outside the ring. Cosby seems pissed now. Looking on the STF. The champ El Pinguino with his custom emote. Big double axe handle from Hogan. Dropping the elbow there. Cosby with chops right to the neck though. And up to the top rope. Maybe going for that splash. No. Hogan to his feet. Oh, Cosby with the flying Hurricane Rana. Did not see that coming from him. Oh, multiple penguin emotes. Guess those are the perks of being the champ. Oh my God, Cosby with a huge move off the top there. A big splash. 2.9. Cosby almost defeated Hogan. Abdominal stretch. I'm just glad your emotes are usable in here since I don't have any custom ones now. Yes. Hogan with that backbreaker submission. He made New Jack tap out several weeks ago. Welcome, Daz. Cosby with the big drop kick. Trading strikes now. Cosby and Hogan as Uncle Ruckus looks on. Hogan with the trademark finger wag with Cosby with the football tackle. Daquan saying JR has nothing on Barry White on commentary. I wish I was even like 1/10 as cool as Barry White. Hogan with the choke. I'm just a nerdy white guy. Hogan with the low blow and the cover. 2.9. Cosby almost had it there. As JR is still the greatest of all time in my book. Oh, there it is. The pudding pop drop. The pudding pop drop. Jello jigglers. By God, Rudy.
1, 2, 3.
Cosby beats Hogan. He's done it. Bill Cosby, sweater and all, has cleanly pinned Hulk Hogan. My God, what an impressive win from Cosby. Heading into that six-pack challenge on Sunday. Now all that's left is our main event, and you know what that means. The senior official of the MWF, Snoop Dogg, is the referee. Now let's see how much trouble I have setting this up. The 8-man tag match. Thank you, Jess, and I'm glad you were able to tune in tonight. Daquan's here with us almost every week. Been one of our top viewers, so I'm glad that you can enjoy it at the same time. The champions taking on their pay-per-view challengers here in 4-on-4 mixed tag team action. World champion Captain Planet. Trying to hold the microphone, which unfortunately I have to do, and still select everything. Women's champion Captain Marvel, who just won the title 2 weeks ago. Tag champions who won the belts 3 weeks ago, ending the reign of Joe Exotic and the Real Life Tiger. Ronald McDonald and the Hamburglar. Really wishing I had some sort of transitional load screen type gimmick to cover this up. Daquan referring to Captain Marvel as Captain Karen. Superman teamed up with Captain Planet last week. Tonight and on Sunday they will be opponents. Oops. Wonder Woman, #1 contender, earning that spot in a victory in a triple threat match, defeating Asuka and Rhea Ripley. Will Smith, of course, Will Smith and Carlton Banks last week in an epic 2 out of 3 falls contest defeated Beavis and Butthead 2 falls to 1 to become the new #1 contenders. That was our longest match we've ever had here on MWF Mattitude, clocking in at nearly 50 minutes of Fire Pro time. So maybe a little under half an hour real time. And finally, I'm able to select all 8 competitors. As we head to the ring for our main event. Thank you, Jackson. That's something that I would like to do eventually. Unfortunately, it's not affordable at the moment. I don't have a working PC right now. But now that I've gotten into streaming on a weekly basis and been fortunate enough to start to grow a small community here, it's definitely, I want to upgrade my situation for sure. It's just a matter of when I'll be able to do that. But I really do appreciate the offer, and once I'm able to afford the upgrade, I will definitely take you up on that.
Bang!
Seeing your streams has inspired me to play 2K more recently, and seeing the extremely long load times when you use all custom characters, I definitely see why you need those. Okay. So you're still using the console, but connecting it to the PC with the capture card, or are you using the PC version of the game? Oh, yeah, I didn't even know you were accepting new people, but just let me know what's needed in order to sign up, and I would definitely love to participate.
Yeah!
Really enjoyed keeping up with your streams, and everybody in your community is just really awesome. I mean, the first night I was in there, somebody gifted me a subscription, somebody I didn't even know, El Kabong.
Yeah!
Oh, Captain Planet tags in Captain Marvel here to get some intergender action. Captain Marvel with the roll up. Oh yeah, we'll definitely do that. Got tomorrow off from, well, I've got nothing going on tomorrow night basically. Fiance's at work, so I'll definitely be able to tune in. Oh, Will Smith. Will Smith with the roll on Captain Marvel. Oh, alright. Jackson says he's got something else on the way for me now. Perhaps a delicious meal from Abuelos. No. If it's something I'm going to get a notification for, I might not see it until after the stream's over. Just for that to clarify. Ooh. Carlton delivering huge headbutts from the top. Oh shit. This is the first time I've ever been raided. I didn't even know raiding on Twitch was a thing until like a week ago. Hello everybody. Jackson, thank you for bringing everybody in. You're here just in time for the main event. All our MWF champions, World Champion Captain Planet, Women's Champion Captain Marvel, Tag Team Champions Ronald McDonald and the Hamburglar against their opponents this Sunday at our pay-per-view, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Superman challenging for the world title, Wonder Woman challenging for the women's title, Will Smith and Carlton Banks going after the tag team titles. This is definitely a new record for the most viewers we've ever had.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. This has been an incredible stream here, setting records all around thanks to Jackson Jordan and friends. My only regret is that my co-host Chris could not be here tonight due to a power outage. If you like what you see, anybody who hasn't followed, we would be very happy if you would do so. Again, our monthly pay-per-view this Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, Sin City Wrestling. We appreciate the fact that you even showed up, man. El Cabal, the man who gifted me a subscription to Jackson Jordan's channel. Thank you again for that, and thank you for being here, cheering on our world champion, Captain Planet. Captain Planet won the world title, becoming the inaugural champion at our first pay-per-view, Mat Mania, on April 30th. He has not yet lost in singles competition, holding onto that belt for nearly 2 months now.
Give up.
Captain Marvel stretching out Carlton Banks here. Oh. Once again. Oh, this time a variation of the Dragon Sleeper. Carlton's partners don't seem too keen on helping him at the moment. Carlton now finally getting in some offense here on Captain Marvel, laying in those strikes. Locking in that arm bar. Captain Marvel's teammates wisely getting in to break that up. Gotta say I'm impressed that Ronald McDonald and the Hamburglar have been able to get along so well here in this match with Captain Planet and Captain Marvel. Ronald and the Hamburglar are not exactly the most well-liked members of the MWF locker room. Some of our viewers feel like they cheated in order to take those tag team titles away from Joe Exotic and a real-live fucking Tiger. Ronald getting choked out in the corner again. No disqualifications or countouts here in the Mat Wrestling Federation. Pinfall, submission, or knockout only. Will Smith missing that big elbow though. Ronald says I can get jiggy with it too, by God. Another Hurricane Ronald from Ronald, and another dance. Will Smith being embarrassed here. Ronald finally had enough, says Hamburglar, come get you some. By God, Jackson Jordan. I probably say by God on average of 25 times per stream, if not more. That's why that's my favorite emote. Hamburglar locking in the submission hold here. Hamburglar was the one to submit a real live Tiger to win those tag team titles for Ronald and the Hamburglar. That's the move he used. Hamburglar taking down Superman. I did not see that coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they are trading strikes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hamburger though collapses, albeit briefly. Those shots clearly took a lot out of him. Superman now back on the advantage. Daquan saying Wonder Woman needs a tag in, and I have to agree. She has yet to see any real action in this match. I don't think she's officially been tagged in yet. Wonder Woman, after some brief time off, has looked extremely impressive in recent weeks. Of course, becoming our #1 contender for the women's title.
Give up.
So far, nobody has successfully defended that women's championship. Harley Quinn won it at Mat Mania. She lost a non-title match to Rose Nyland and then dropped the belt to Rhea Ripley at Mayhem. Then only 16 days later, Rhea Ripley fell to Captain Marvel. Hamburglar with the pedigree. Hamburglar tagging out to Ronald now. But that allows Will Smith to tag as well. Oh, Will Smith with the stunner on Hamburglar. Ronald with the Hurricane Rod to Superman going up top. Thinking better of it though. Seemed a bit indecisive there.
Yeah.
Basement drop kick from Superman. Will he tagging Wonder Woman? Going back and forth here. Oh, just dropping Ronald neck first over the knee. Superman setting up in the corner. Oh, the massive drop kick sending Ronald halfway across the ring. Ronald tagging in the world champion Captain Planet. Tags in the corner, Captain Planet. Looking to show what he's going to do to his challenger this Sunday. Snoop Dogg making the count only 2. And Ziguri from Captain Planet. Fighting off Superman and Wonder Woman at the same time. Captain Planet is all our powers combined after all. Superman with the cover. Only 2 off of that scoop slam. Tagging Carlton now still refusing to tag in Wonder Woman for whatever reason. You know damn well that Wonder Woman can take out any man in there. Carlton with the 2 count on the world champion. Daquan starting a "This is awesome" chant. We expect nothing less than awesomeness here from the top talent in the MWF. Now that Captain Marvel's back in the ring, you gotta wonder if Wonder Woman will get tagged in so she can get a piece of the champ. I keep saying the champ, but everybody on that side of the ring is a champion. Oh my God, Carlton Banks almost pinned the women's champion. Captain Marvel with the 1-foot cover. Superman broke that up. Oh, but he misses the huge dive. Captain Marvel taking down Will and Carlton, but Carlton fires back with the belly-to-belly. Will Smith, the legal man. Will Smith taking out Captain Planet, but Captain Marvel with the fall-away slam. This is the part of the show where I lament not having my co-host here as my throat starts to hurt. I don't know how Jackson Jordan goes at it for numerous hours at a time. Will Smith! Wow. Will Smith just pinned the world champion. CM Punk is the only other man to earn a pinfall victory over Captain Planet, also in a tag team match. One half of the #1 contenders to the tag titles, Will Smith, has pinned the world champion Captain Planet. The challengers have defeated the champions here in our main event, and you've got to wonder if that signifies some potential title changes coming up on Sunday. GG indeed. That was one hell of a main event. Definitely an unpredictable finish there. As I've reminded you numerous times throughout the course of the show, this Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central is our MWF Liberty or Death pay-per-view. It's our 3rd monthly pay-per-view. We've got 10 exciting contests coming up for you that night. Let's go over them briefly. A tag team matchup. Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy go head-to-head with Rose Nyland and Blanche Devereaux of the Golden Girls. Captain America finally gets his chance to go one-on-one with Donald Trump. Thank you, Daquan. Can't wait for the pay-per-view either. And, barring any unforeseen power outages, as has happened tonight, My co-host Chris will be with me for the pay-per-view, so you don't have to just listen to me being the only one talking for 2 hours. Back to the matches. Barack Obama, after being attacked by the Megazord last month at Mayhem in his match against Trump, and the Megazord declaring himself to be the Magazord, part of the MAGA powers, Barack Obama finally gets his hands on the Magazord in singles action. In a handicap match, Joe Exotic faces off against that bitch Carol Baskin and Joe's former tag team championship partner, a real live fucking tiger. In a special attraction, the debuts for both men here in the MWF, The Flash goes one-on-one with his arch nemesis, the Reverse Flash. In 6-man tag team competition, the Dank Odor, Cheech, Chong, and the debuting Rob Van Dam face off against the Disney Dynasty members, Winnie the Pooh, Donald Duck, and Goofy. In a 6-pack challenge to determine a new #1 contender for the World Championship, CM Punk, Hulk Hogan, Aladdin, Bill Cosby, New Jack, and The Rock face off one fall to a finish. And finally, our championship matches. As you were reminded of during this contest in the main event here tonight, Captain Marvel defends her women's championship against Wonder Woman. Ronald McDonald and the Hamburglar defend their belts against the very impressive Will Smith and Carlton Banks. And Captain Planet, who was just pinned by Will Smith tonight, puts his world title on the line against our #1 contender, Superman. Should be one hell of a show. We hope you all can make it there. Chris, my co-host, will be there. And wow, again, on the verge of losing my voice here. I cannot thank all of you enough. Jackson, Jordan, everyone from TCW who you brought in, everyone who followed, all the people who came in the raid, just anyone who takes the time out of your night to watch these broadcasts. Thank you so much. It's been less than 3 months now. This is something that me and a couple friends only planned to do as a one-time thing for the Coronavirus Cup. And now, after tonight, we should be qualified for affiliate status thanks to all of you. So, I would say I'm speechless, but clearly by all my rambling, I'm not. I'm just overwhelmed. So, I can't say it enough. Thank you all. Hopefully we'll see you on Sunday. Stay tuned to facebook.com/MattWrestling. And then on Twitter and Instagram, it's Matt Wrestling with an _ after for any updates on future matches, any changes to the card. Otherwise, see you guys Sunday night. Thank you very much. Have a great night, guys.